Antipa's market cap is around $370 million, making us a six-bagger since August last year. And the five groups that are covering us reckon that there might be a few more bags to fill yet, based on their AZY research price targets, which range from $1 to $1.50. We have $71 million in cash and an EV per gold resource ounce of $120. Over 50% of our register is held by institutions, and our major shareholder is Greatland Resources, the owner of the nearby Hungry Telfer Gold plant, and they have 6.3% of the company. In yellow is our massive portfolio. It covers 4,100 square kilometres in WA, extending from Telfer up to past Winu. In this province over the last decade, its endowment has grown by a staggering 20 million ounces of gold and 3.4 million tonnes of copper as a result of greenfield discoveries. And the province now boasts three significant gold-copper development projects, including Antipa's Minyari Dome. Antipa's value is underpinned by a resource base of 3 million gold equivalent ounces and a proven standalone gold development opportunity. Our portfolio provides serious potential for further large-scale greenfield discoveries and brownfield resource growth. And with $71 million in the bank, our major and aggressive drill programs and ongoing pre-feasibility study are fully funded. In fact, we are fully funded to complete a definitive feasibility study, and we'll have significant cash reserves. This world-class region is firmly in the grip of an M&A consolidation phase, with Newmont selling Telfer and its share of Javier on to Greatland, Rio Tinto selling 30% of Winu to Sumitomo, and speculation is rife as to how Greatland will fill their massive gold plant, which is surrounded by Antipa. Our Minyari Dome October 2024 scoping study confirmed the exceptional development potential for a significant standalone gold operation, boasting a mining inventory of 1.5 million ounces of gold at 1.5 grams per tonne. The project's initial processing life is 10 plus years at a throughput of 3 million tonnes per annum, generating an impressive production average of 130,000 ounces per annum for the first 10 years. At an all-in sustaining cost of 1,721 Australian dollars per ounce. The base case used a gold price of just 3,000 Australian dollars per ounce, and the project generated a pre-tax NPV at 7% of $834 million and an internal rate of return of 52%. Post-tax, the NPV was $600 million and the IRR was 46%. However, if you use 4,000 Australian dollars per ounce, the post-tax NPV was $1.2 billion and the IRR was 79%. Payback for the 306 million of capex was just 2 years for the 3,000 Australian dollar per ounce base case. Minyari also happens to be strategically located within trucking distance of Greatland's 22 million tonne per annum processing facility, which is the third largest gold plant in Australia. This plant is forecast to have huge spare capacity around the middle of 2027. This slide summarises the project's gold price leverage, with the post-tax annual free cash flow increasing from an average of $126 million for the 3,000 Australian dollar per ounce base case to an average of $214 million at a gold price of 4,000 Australian dollars an ounce. So that's a 70% increase. Minyari Dome is today one of the top 3 or 4 gold development projects in Australia in terms of both technical and economic credentials, and the recent gold price run has made this development opportunity even more compelling. This graph highlights how material Antipa's resource is within the Australian landscape of undeveloped gold projects. This peer group represents a non-producer with some now producer-owned gold projects with a resource grade greater than 1 grams per tonne gold. And as you can see, Minyari is placed 5th largest in the Australian queue for contained gold ounces. Notably, there has been recent corporate activity for all 4 gold projects ahead of Minyari on this graph, and there are only 3 Australian domiciled gold projects with a resource grading greater than 1 gram per tonne gold and a technical study demonstrating plus 100,000 ounce per annum production potential that are held in the hands of non-producers. Only 2 of these make money at 3,000 Australian dollars per ounce. That's Contanning, owned by Ausgold, and Minyari. Antipa's bulletproof $71 million balance sheet is being applied to several key work streams aimed at unlocking value. This cash provides the long-term funding pathway for us all the way through to a final investment decision, or FID, on the Minyari development project, delivering us the ability to complete multiple growth and discovery drilling programs, the PFS, which is in progress, and the subsequent DFS. We are full steam ahead with the PFS and currently have 4 drill rigs on site undertaking resource definition drilling. This schedule outlines the pathway to Antipa's first gold production. All key work streams for the PFS are progressing well and are on track for completion around June 2026. The current plan is to proceed promptly into a DFS, allowing rapid progression towards a FID in the second quarter of 2027. 20 months post-completion of the DFS is scheduled to finalise funding and complete detailed engineering and construction, with first gold production scheduled for December 2028. We recently completed our Phase 1 resource growth-focused 12,000 metre drill program, with the first batch of assays confirming step-out success across multiple zones, including significant growth at the GEO-01 main zone deposit. The delivery of meaningful resource extensions reinforces our confidence in the scalability of the existing resource and development opportunity. The first batch of assays represents just 27% of that Phase 1 growth-focused drill program metres, so there's plenty more news flow to come, and we are very primed, ready to promptly follow up our successes with the Phase 2 drill program scheduled to commence in August. This long section highlights Minyari Dome's potential for significant resource growth, with all deposits remaining open from depths ranging from 50 metres to 600 metres below the surface. And there's another 12 kilometres of highly prospective Minyari Dome strike that's received very limited drilling. The Phase 1 resource growth drilling program focused on priority targets where gold mineralisation remains open down dip, with some deposits open along strike. This Minyari deposit cross-section highlights the exceptional size and quality of this amazing gold-copper ore body. Minyari's 1.9 million ounce gold resource starts at the surface, is up to 400 metres thick and extends to a depth of 600 metres below the surface, delivering up to 3,000 ounces per vertical metre. Exceptional Minyari intersections include 35 metres at 3.5 grams per tonne gold, 154 metres at 2.1 grams per tonne, 142 metres at 1.9 grams per tonne. So you can probably understand why our ongoing Phase 1 discovery-focused drill program is testing for Minyari depth and structurally controlled repeat targets. Just 1.3 kilometres south of Minyari is the GEO-01 area, which hosts an existing gold resource of 200,000 ounces, which we are aiming to grow substantially this year. Our 30 June ASX release highlighted significant resource growth success at GEO-01 main zone, Fiamma and Manila, with the majority of the drill results remaining outstanding. On top of that, the first batch of results delivered a new discovery south of Fiamma, which I'll come to in a minute. The next slide is a cross-section through the Geo-01 main zone deposit, which is the pink domain at the top of this diagram. This Geo-01 main zone deposit cross-section shows the phase 1 step-out drill hole, which tested for depth extensions and hit 15 metres at 2 grams per tonne gold, with the possibility of further mineralisation to come from the completed diamond tail of that particular RC hole. At 290 metres below the surface, this intersection is the deepest drill hole test across the large 800 metre by 500 metre Geo-01 footprint, highlighting substantial resource growth potential, which we intend to pursue during the phase 2 drill program. Our phase 1 gold copper discovery focused drill program is scheduled to comprise 26,000 metres and is nearing completion. This program is testing 11 targets within trucking distance of the Minyari Dome development opportunity. The first batch of assays delivered discovery success across multiple zones, validating Antipa's dual track exploration strategy. This first batch of assays represents just 25% of the phase 1 discovery focused drill metres. So again, there's plenty more news flow to come. And as mentioned, we won't be wasting any time kicking off our phase 2 follow-up drill program. Phase 1 drilling testing a 2024 air core target discovered shallow gold-copper mineralisation south of Rizzo and Fiamma, defining a large 800 metre by 700 metre target in an area which Antipa's access to was previously prevented by a former farming project boundary. Exciting discovery drill hits like 21 metres at 1.8 grams per tonne gold point to a possible step change for the broader Minyari development by highlighting the potential for this discovery to deliver a material maiden resource. This will be one focus of the upcoming phase 2 drill program. Phase 2 drilling will also investigate the broader target area shown on this slide, including magnetic and electromagnetic conductivity anomalies, which are largely untested. In wrapping up, Antipa is emerging as a potential significant gold-copper business with several re-rate catalysts in a region which is emerging as Australia's next prolific mining province. Antipa is focused on advancing key PFS work streams on the Minyari Dome development in parallel with growth and discovery drill programs, including testing high potential, high impact targets across our massive portfolio during the course of this year and next year. And look, while we are pleased that the Paterson Province is receiving renewed attention due to multiple Tier 1 gold-copper discoveries and recent M&A activity, including Greatland's purchase of Telfer, Antipa is focused on what it can control, which is progressing the standalone development of the compelling Minyari Dome opportunity and unlocking the true potential of a deep portfolio of exploration targets. Thanks everyone for your time.